It all began on an ordinary afternoon in a busy park. Families were out enjoying the day, children were running around, and vendors lined the sidewalks. Among the laughter and chatter, a little boy about 8 years old noticed something that most people ignored. Sitting quietly on a worn-out bench was an elderly man, his clothes tattered, his shoes worn, and his hands trembling from the cold. People passed by without a glance, too caught up in their own lives to notice. But the boy stopped. He tugged at his mother's sleeve and whispered, asking why the man looked so sad and hungry. His mother, slightly embarrassed, told him to keep walking, but the boy couldn't. He reached into his small backpack where he had packed his lunch earlier that morning. Inside was a sandwich, an apple, and a small juice box. Without hesitation, he walked over to the old man, placed the lunch in his lap, and smiled. The man looked stunned. His eyes filled with tears as he slowly lifted the sandwich, whispering thank you with a shaky voice. The boy simply nodded and said, "Everyone deserves to eat." It was a moment so pure, so genuine, that even a stranger nearby who witnessed it couldn't help but record it on their phone. The video was shared online, and within hours, it began spreading like wildfire. People from different countries, different cultures, and different languages were united by this one simple act. A child's kindness reminded millions that compassion has no age and no boundaries. News outlets picked up the story, calling it a message the world desperately needed. Social media flooded with comments, many admitting they had been moved to tears. Some wrote about how the boy's gesture inspired them to help someone in need, whether by donating food, offering a blanket, or simply sharing a smile. What made this moment go viral wasn't just the action itself, but the innocence behind it. The child didn't know he was being recorded. He didn't expect praise, likes, or recognition. His act came from the heart, without expecting anything in return. And that is exactly what made the world stop and listen. As the story spread, the little boy and his family received letters and messages from across the globe. People thanked him for reminding them of something many had forgotten in their busy lives, that kindness doesn't have to be big to be powerful. A simple sandwich, a caring smile, and a genuine heart were enough to touch millions. And that is why his kindness went viral. Not because the world lacks goodness, but because sometimes we just need a gentle reminder of how much it matters. One child gave that reminder, and in doing so, sparked a wave of compassion that crossed oceans and connected hearts. Thank you for watching. If this story touched you, share it with someone who might need a little reminder of the power of kindness. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us again for more stories that prove kindness can truly change the world.